Hello and welcome back to attempt 2 of the Qualifier play-in best of 1 event. We have to get 6 wins before 2 losses, which is pretty difficult. We're going to take this second attempt and run back the same deck, which is the Boros burn deck, prioritizing Shelter by Ghosts onto 1-drops that scale really well. Here, we'll just show it to you real quick before we hop in. We're going to continue to run the Stromkirk Noble, as like the Hired Claw, it can level up and wield Shelter by Ghosts better than pretty much any other 1-drop, and we're going to keep the Slickshot and Challenger in the 2-drop slot and Nemesis for the 3-drop slot. The main cost to running the Noble is that we do not get to run the Fanatical Firebrand, which for 0 mana can turn on the Nemesis and shut off life gain. We were missing that in the final game against the Azorius control deck, but overall we're going to try this again and see how it goes. Last time went, I think 3-2. Very good win against Mono Green. A sad flood out against the Mirror, where we should have dominated with Shelter. And then, yeah, just didn't really work out versus the Azorius control opponent. Kept a hand with lots of great interaction for creatures, and then not such a wonderful curve against control. All right, on the draw, looks very good. Ultraton with the Mole to 6. It is red. It is a goblin. Probably should just shock this on the draw, for being honest. Double Claw is very attractive, but okay, we'll see if they want to blow some kind of protection spell on this. They could blow a Boros Charm immediately, but they don't. It just goes down. Plot of the Slickshot. Alright. Well, we've had a whole bunch of land here. I think I'd probably just get the Challenger in there. But they're on the play with Slickshot ready to go. So we shall see. It's a lot of pressure coming our way on the draw. Land. Slickshot. 3-mana open. Challenger. Not 3 pump spells. It is 1 removal spell. On the draw, take 5. It's the Shelter we need. Do we fire it off immediately? They have 1 card left in hand. I think we wait 1 more turn. I think we just double Hired Claw and we get it out next turn. Hopefully, if they have any more removal, we see it, and they're out of cards, and we get to Hired Claw. And just hope that's it. Hope they don't top deck more removal. We can't really block here, though, so we are taking the full brunt of whatever this turn is. We really cannot afford to block, because we need at least 1 creature to wield the Shelter. Helix to face. Down to 11. Drop to 5. No stick at all. Opponent doesn't have anything here. I think we go Shelter by Ghost level up. To keep it out of range of some stuff. So the question is, who's getting taken here? I mean, the Slickshot does present more damage. Right, take like a Boros Charm that's... Yeah, it's 6 versus 6, right? Actually, it's the same. We have no ability to block the flyer, though. I think it's a Challenger, just so we can attack through a little bit easier. And yeah, we're going to get a lot of lifelink here. I think this is okay. We get a little bit of lifelink there. We level you up. There's no 6, so we know we're good to go. We're at 3 toughness, so now they need a Helix, Land Helix, or Land Lightning Strike. Nemesis. If they hold it back, we do have a problem. Alright, we dropped to 8. This is more difficult now. We could sit around and do nothing forever. We could throw away... Oh, he's tapped out. He actually cannot target the first claw here. But he can shut off lifelink, but maybe that's okay. If he goes face, he can't target anything else. If he doesn't go face, he can kill multiple creatures, but then we get to keep our lifelink, which is not that bad. Okay, so we can block there. We do get to keep the creature, though. We get the lifelink first. If he goes face, we keep the creatures. He can kill a challenger here. There's a cat meowing at me. Alright, shuts off life gain. We're down to 9. Oh, drop to 7, shock the slick shot. I think it's worth it here. No need to mess with Boros Charm or anything like that. Land. Potentially do nothing. Potentially, you know, 4 damage in hand, 3 damage in hand. Could have Lightning Helix, could have the Boros Charm. Okay, we have a 2-turn clock. Hit land. I don't think there's any card that gets them lethal, so I think we're likely getting there in game 1. I don't think they go 7-0. If they have a Lynx, we take 1, 2, 3. We take 6 damage, right? Still drop to 1. Boros Charm for 4. We walk away with game 1. Okay, shelter big as usual, and the mirror is the deciding factor. (1-0). The cat is still meowing at me. He comes here sometimes. I don't really know. I don't know if he wants food or what. He's trying to communicate something. It's a black cat. An auspicious omen. Actually, it's a dumb vocabulary question. I actually can never remember if auspicious. I always think it's bad, but it might actually be good. An auspicious. Yeah, it's a sign of future success. It just sounds like... I'm not sure. I associate it with omen, and I associate omen with bad, but auspicious is actually indicating success. So perhaps the black kitty is indicating success. Currently, he's licking his taint, but, you know, you never know. On the draw, I think we'll probably mulligan this. Only white in hand. I don't love that. 2-lander. We'll keep this. Do you put away the Nemesis with a 2-lander? Turn 1 claw. Turn 2 plot. Zap zap. Who knows if we'll ever be able to cast it, right? I think it is this. Opponent with the 1 ring as their mascot. It's gonna be Izzet. It's gonna be Izzet turn 1 Mako. Is this a human? It's a shark pirate. I mean, we're pretty sure we're gonna slick shot next turn. I don't know if they'd hold back for the block or not. I think we go claw here. It's a little bit difficult to say. If they turn to fear of missing out, we don't get in with a noble. We don't go with the claw either, though. Maybe it is this. Maybe we try to get the free scaling going. Then I don't know if we're plotting Slick Shot for the big Wombo turn, or we go like Lightning Helix. Oh, it's a Surveil land, okay. Alright, I now think we're just going Claw, shock the creature. Means no big Slick Shot. No stick at all, so they have no torch, and they have no, and no Spell Pierce. Just afraid of creatures. Creatures can wield the VV. Alright, Scholar comes down. definitely answer that. It's a weird detective, it's not a human. The big shelter turn. We can make a 3/3. They could still go land a braid. I don't think we're doing that yet. Okay, continue to press the attack. And a 15. We have a 3/3 now. So one more hit gets us out of a braid, and then I think that's it for this removal, right? Dragon Hunt and a braid is about all we're worried about. Alright, it is the Abrade. They didn't have the 4th land, but there's no way to know. It's not worth risking it. I think it's just Slickshot Attack, Burst Lightning Face. I don't think it's more than that. Can always fire off Shelter next turn. Alright, opponent at 8 versus Burn, Shelter in hand. Fourth land comes down, Prosthetic Memory. Could make a big chunky creature here, but we're ready to keep going. If you're missing out, draw a discard. Getting there. Okay, a fast land. Alright, well, I guess we'll shelter onto the Slickshot. The Claw could level up, but it's not happening yet. Plus this guy can fly. Alright, keep pushing with our burn deck. Opponent down to 2, we're at 27. Can they combo off and kill us in the next 2 turns? Plus we have a lethal threat in the air. Alright, Tirsa. Could bin Vivi, play Cauldron, put in the Cauldron, put on the Light Shatter. Get a shit ton of mana, do some other shit. And then we're just looking at top deck burn. Currently no VV down there though, so they're not going to wombo combo yet. They cannot play the ward 2 though, right? Is that what just happened? Oh shit, the misplay. Whoa, my gosh, look at that. Interesting. Forgot about the ward 2 on the shelter. As much as I complain, as much as I bee and moan about my VV opponents always having the nuts all the time, this guy did not have the nuts. No nuts for you. Alright, round 3. Flynn. I'm happy with the switch. I used to run the Ugin avatar. We're running the Elishnorn avatar. I dig it. We're on the play. We're a little bit tight on red in general. I think it's still okay to keep. Hand is decent. Got the Pokeball map. I don't know what map this is. Who knows what set this is from? Trying to hold too much stick. It's mono red, nothing. We'll hold on. I saw no stick by them. I think we're just getting the challenger in there. On the play for 2, no stick at all. One has no instance at 1 drop. Nothing again. A little more stick here though. I think this is a decent Boros Charm turn, potentially. Oh, I don't know if they have anything actually. Alright, I think we're just gonna Helix Face. Or I guess we could, oh yeah, we're tight on red still. Yeah, let's just Helix Face here. That's interesting. Wouldn't mind hitting another land, though. Alright, 3rd land by the opponent. It's nothing again. This is crazy. I don't know what's going on. Nemesis obviously quite strong here. There's stick finally. So they can kill the challenger. But Nemesis obviously very awkward to deal with. It's a Carnosaur. Let's see if it's a secret turn for, secret turn for Swamp Zombify. It is! Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Alright, let's see how good the hit is here. Opponent is very low versus burn. We have a ton of damage in hand. In fact, we have lethal in hand. If they block with the fear of missing out, then we do not get lethal, right? So we'll see how they play this. Oh, they eat it. And that's just lethal, right? There's no other way around it. As long as Auto Tapper doesn't do anything weird. 4 damage to player or planeswalker. 2 damage to face. Okay. Very easy win. Very mono ready. We're up, what, 3-0? In 15 minutes. 3 more to go. Almost net back our gems. We're at 3,000. I like that. Makes the whole process less painful. 3-0. Casual 3-0. Dude with the hidden swamp turn 4 zombify out of nowhere. Not too shabby. Was very surprised to see nothing. Turns 1, 2, and 3. I was like, what is this? There's not really a mono red hand that would ever do that, right? Only lands. 7 lands, 9 lands, 10 lands. And a 4-drop Lynx. Yeah, that's pretty weird. Well, we will hang out a bit for the next opponent. See if anyone has already responded to the last video. Kilb says, I love watching these, the qualifying events. Thank you. Andrew Reed says, that noble is awesome. Nice find. I feel like even if I run 20 lands, I always draw a land. A spicy vampire. All right, so we're on the play. Slickshot Wombo combo. Never didn't have it, right? If they kill the Slickshot, we're sad. Hopefully we can wait for them to tap out. Enters tapped. Opponent with the shock land into the Cecil. Okay. Do we have to Helix this thing? No, I don't think so. I think it contributes towards our win con, if anything. Can we plot the Slickshot still? I mean, they're going to drop 2 per turn until they hit 10, and then hopefully we can just go 10-0. I don't think he even touched the Cecil. It's also a human, for the record. It does not block the Spicy Vampire. Let's see if they even attack. They do. All right, get in for 2. Down to 18. Opponent down to 16, though. All right, so they have potentially removal. I think we just go Noble. I guess we can go Slickshot and protect it if we really want to, right? Not if they have the tap down, though. It's only indestructible. Okay, maybe go Noble here. There's Stick, of course. And we could just Boros Charm face or Helix face. Opponent can't even counter this. We can always pay the 2 extra mana. Alright, let's sit for a minute. We do need to be pretty careful about this shelter. Might have lots of nowhere runs, too. I mean, every attack just brings them closer to dead for now. And then we can shelter maybe the 4/4 on the big turn it flips. Everybody's playing, everyone's gambling right now. Alright, looks like they want to go Kaito now. They let it go. No Kaito for you. Okay. Alright, opponent drops to 14. I almost want to not use burn until they get to 10. Touching the Noble. Unblockable versus humans. Obviously, they tap out here. We go crazy with Slickshot, especially if we hit land. I mean, I think our plan is to Boros Charm face. Siren for 1. We could technically Helix this little blocker. It does actually block the flyer as well. Well, that's interesting. They leave open 2 mana here for a removal spell or whatever it is. They obviously want 2 mana open for a counter or flip hits or whatever. This guy's a pirate. It blocks the Noble here, so I think we just Helix the Siren. Flip hits is going to be a Merfolk. That won't be great for the Noble either. But yeah, I think it's this. See if they have a response. Another slick shot is really quite good. Let's see if we can get any removal out of the hand. We also put him in the perfect position where it drops him to 11 but doesn't flip yet. If we just hit with a noble. Alright, opponent eats it. Down to 13, perfectly above that 10 damage. They could put the map token on the Cecil. We have a boatload of damage next turn. Double slick shot, double, well, at least one Boros Charm. We'll see if we can hit that fourth land. If they go map token, they get Cecil up to a 3-4, and then exactly hit 10 life, and then flip. Nope, they drop themselves down to 11 with 4 mana open. It's actually really nice. So this is the big double spell turn. Let's go for it. Spell number 1. Resolve. Spell number 2. Drowner goes where? Indestructible is all we can give. Okay, yeah, I guess we Burst Lightning the Drowner here, and then we got one more spell to go. Just to get the Noble through. We can give Indestructible on the Slick Shot, but if they have nowhere to run, it's not as good. I mean, they've got one more thing, right? I think you just fire this. I think you wait. I think you just take the damage. Or let them... I mean, they really want to respond here. Alright, so this we cannot save, unfortunately, right? Because Indestructible doesn't help us. Boros Charm we can do 4 to face, or if we go double strike on the Noble, we get in for 3 damage. We can have a 3-3. I think you just go face here. Opponent drops to 5. We have a 3-3. Even if they flip the Cecil, they drop to 3, and I think it's going to be a human on the back half. It cannot even block the Noble, and then they're just dead to Boros Charm. And so then they're looking to counter the Boros Charm. So again, if we hit one more land, we can pay through the Phantom Interference. They max have 2 copies, 1 to 2. We don't even know if they have any counterspell in hand. Slickshot will eventually come off the bench as well. They do go for the attack and drop to 3. Or they Kaito in here and like tap down the Noble. Yeah. Alright.
Out of the shadows and into the fray.
Stun the Noble. Siren make a flying blocker. No counterspells open. Cecil returns as well. Okay. Well, what do you think? We could play the Challenger. They could lock down something else. We could shelter now and just take the Kaito away. We want to get through the Flying Blocker, though. I think we want to shelter onto the Flying Blocker. So I think it's Challenger do nothing. And they might sack the Kaito to tap it down. I don't know. They don't have lethal, though. I don't think they can find it this turn. We should at least pretend to hold full control. Probably should have done that before we pass turn, though, if we're really trying to play well. Touch the Challenger. Do you tap it down? Touch the Slick Shot. Maybe got one removal spell to go between both of them. Could always -2 the Kaito. No blocks from us. 2 in there. Leave back just Cecil to block. No, hold back the Siren. Alright, we're taking 3. No blocks. One with 2 blockers and 5 mana. Alright, the new question is, do they use a map token? If they don't, that's pretty interesting. They go for the Surveils. They're not going to tap down anything. Bin both. That's great. Potentially no useful card on top. Play another land. Play another blocker. Alright. Alright, starting to burn map tokens. 4 mana open here. Land to hand. Going again. No cat in hand. Could still have something. I don't know if they have anything, though. Okay, so I guess we shelter away the Cecil, right? At least try to. No stick at all? I don't... I guess now there's stick? Is that enough for Sanctuary? I didn't see any stick there at the beginning. It's not super clear to me if they have anything. I guess they do. They're acting like they do here. So something in hand for 2 or 3 mana. I think it's just Cecil, and I don't think we play the Challenger before combat. It does feel like they have something. Boros Charm Prowess would get it through the Nowhere to Run. 3, 6 damage on the Crackback. I think it's attack all here. I think they need both double blocks. Face is the place. I don't think we do anything, though. If they have one more Nowhere to Run, which is kind of what it feels like, then we do want to Prowess up the Challenger if they go for the Challenger. Chump, chump. Okay, I think we just let that all go then. And I do think we question if we play the Challenger. I think we do still, instead of dropping them to 1. Even if they can kill, I guess they can kill this guy no matter what at this point. Alright, let's see if they know where to run the Challenger. Or shoot it or something. It's not super clear what they have here. It's something, right? They're holding priority a lot. We're tapped out. They let this resolve. It really feels like they have something, but they don't do anything. And of course, we're sitting on the 4 damage in hand. Ward is shut off by Nowhere to Run. There's no blocks, I think. I mean, they want the draw. There is something to be said for blocking here. Then you prevent them looking for a removal spell for the Challenger. But I don't think it's worth it. We just need 1 point of damage, right? Anyone connects plus Boros Charm is victory. So I think you give him the Surveil 2 in the draw. We need a single point of damage plus the Boros Charm. We could also just top deck it too. The Noble is weirdly unblockable, even if they kill the Challenger and like get the Cecil back and something else, like that was interesting as well. They could power up the Sanctuary for a lot of mana. Power it up for 4, and then block, and then cast something else for 3. Siren has 1 blocker. Can still do the Sanctuary power up. They didn't get down to tap land, right? So in theory, they need every bit of mana this turn, is what that would imply. If you already knew, so they must need all 6. Okay. I don't think there's a reason to show that beforehand. I think we're just attacking face. Make him have it. Okay, we cannot stop that. They tap down this guy. Okay. We need 1 person to connect here. Let's go for it. I I'm not anticipating a hard counter, so I think we let all the damage resolve first and then Boros Charm. I don't know if they play any different. If they fire off the Boros Charm first, will that change anything? Is there anything I'm missing here that could gain life? No, I think we want the 1 damage first before any other removal potentially comes through. I don't think they can counter the Boros Charm. 4 damage, right? Is there any chance they run 3 steps ahead? They shouldn't. They shouldn't do it. I'm looking at the list real quick. I don't think they should have anything to stop us here. I really don't think so. I think we do it this way. I think we just take the 1 point of damage and go 4 face. They shouldn't have anything unless they have a really weird list. They shouldn't have anything. Okay, drop to 4. I don't know, 4 damage face. Shouldn't have a hard counter. So the reason I did it that way is if we fired that off first and they had a removal spell, they could kill the Slick Shot before damage, I guess, and then we don't get lethal that turn. This is a very much a list-specific decision. If I thought there was any chance they'd have a hard counter, a negate, 3 steps ahead, then you just go for it before combat because the prowess triggers guarantee that the, you know, one of our creatures survives. But if I assume I know every card in the list, then I'm just not even going to risk that. Connect for my 1 point of damage and guarantee lethal, assuming the only counterspell they could have, or like would have, would be the Phantom Interference, where we can pay the 2. So a little bit risky, I guess, but the other side is that, yeah, if they kill the Slick Shot, then you don't get lethal that turn, and I don't know, maybe they escape. Maybe they attack, maybe they draw a card, maybe they, you know, who knows? So that is a very list knowledge specific tact I took there. Don't want to let the game go on one more turn. All right, well, I think we're 4-0 currently, right? Stressful. I feel like my armpits are getting sweaty. All right, well, at this point, we just got to go a casual 50-50 to get there, right? If we're truly 4-0, which I think we are, we got to get 2 wins before 2 losses. That's it. That's easy. That's easy. Anyone can go 50-50. Anyone can go 50-50. All right, we'll see if there are more comments at this point. There's 1. Yeah, more double strike comments. If you do the Boros Charm on the Noble Kirk guy, the first hit is normal, but then you get a counter, and the second hit is 1 bigger. So if you're at a 3 Noble, and you're just going to burn them anyway, you might as well... we'll keep this. I mean, it's good against certain opponents, right? Shock, shock, shelter, win. Okay. This could be a good opponent for us. I think we get the Noble down here. If they prioritize 2 drops and we prioritize growing the Noble until it outscales, then we're pretty happy. But we'll see how this goes. Alright, they do prioritize the 2 drop. It's just you, though. They don't want to trade the Goblin. No blocks for me. This guy is a Goblin Artificer. I think we're just firing off both shocks right now. Noble at 2 toughness isn't quite ready for the task we have for it. And we can't protect it anyway, so I think we do this before a prowess trigger saves this guy. And we casually go up to a 2-2. And after that, if we get to 3, I'm willing to risk the shelter. Shock. We'd love to see a Nemesis here. We'd be pretty happy with that. It is the Nemesis. Alright, it is officially time to shelter. And we hope they don't go land removal spell, but we gotta go for it. It's gotta get done. Alright, we scale to a 3 toughness creature. They now need land Helix. And we'll be sad if they do. They don't. Alright, we get another turn here. It's a tap land. Alright. Cannot block very well at all. So if we Boros Charm here, we hit for 9, 10, 11, 12 damage. Right? 9, 12. Yeah. So let's sit on the Boros Charm. They could randomly have a way to deal 4 or 5 damage. So let's keep that indestructible. We should just win by default. Yep, I'm counting 9 damage if we Boros Charm Double Strike, so let's just sit on it for a beat. It's a 5-4, we'll end here. We might need to Helix their Claw if they go for their own shelter or something like that. Another Claw, alright, no problem. They can go for like double blocks and stuff like that, right? But we just indestructible through that or first strike through that. So I think we can just go Helix face. I don't think there's any problem with that. Nemesis off the top, also just brutal. I mean, that is a nasty set of cards. They double block 1, then we do get to just Boros Charm Nemesis for the full 7. They could have Lightning Helix still, so let's be careful, I guess. They want to deal 2 damage to it. Just 2. Okay, that's fine. And then what? Double block, then we just go 4 damage face for 7. Looks good to me. Okay. I think that's 5-0 if I'm right. This could be the true qualifying round. We just gotta go 1 win before 2 losses. Dude, I hope I'm recording. I feel like I am, but I don't have confidence. All right, we are recording here. 5 wins down. 1 to go. 1 win before 2 losses. Shelter pulling its weight. Stormkirk, Stromkirk, Tidebinder. No, Tidebender. Don't try to do that to me. We all know it's a Tidebender. Avatar's coming out. No binders here. Anyway, I was trying to read the comment, but if you double strike on the Stromkirk, first strike hits, then it gets a counter, then double strike hits. So you're getting an extra 1 point of damage. So if you're already at 3 power, you might as well double strike. So you hit for 3, and then it gets a counter, and then you hit for 4, which is the same damage going 4 to face, but now you have a 4/4. The 1-lander shock land on the draw. Nah, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to keep it. If I was playing loose, I would, but the deck's too good, right? You just got to curve out. Tempting. It's great otherwise. 2-lander, only red. Still keep this. You probably have to put back Shelter, just because we can't cast it. But I think this is the way to do it. It's the mirror. There is stick here. You could do nothing. Oh, man. I'm pretty sure there's stick there, right? I mean, there was. Unless they're just holding full control because they're a tryhard. They do have the shock. Alright, so now we get to shock their thing. And we don't throw away the Noble for nothing. Obviously, the Challenger just dies here anyway, but, Maybe it messes up their curve a little bit. I don't know. They tap out for Nemesis. Okay. Now what? Boros Charm, double strike. Hit for 6+. Or just lay out, probably just lay it all out here, I guess. And try to go double prowess next turn. Alright, mull to 6. Come on, baby. Double strike hits for what? 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 damage presented this next turn. If they attack with the Nemesis. If they sit back and block. Ooh, a really good answer to us. Let's see if they attack or not, though. That's what I'm curious about. Oh, they do. All right. No, they don't. All right. That's unfortunate. Obviously, we can give them indestructible, which I guess is the play now. Which means they don't get to target. But I think that's the bit. Otherwise, you go 6 face. Yeah, I think it's indestructible here. Permanents you control gain indestructible until end of turn. I think that's it. Unless we thought we could find lethal. So that means 3 damage goes to face, and we're gonna drop to 10 here. Opponent's also at 10. At 11, rather. Hold full control so we don't auto pass. Make him think we have shocked. Enters tapped. I should be doing all these events with full control, I guess. But I'm just not used to it. Another Nemesis. Offensive or defensive? Defensive Nemesis. Alright. We're just playing it all out. I think there's no tricks. No tricksy hobbits here. Okay. Can you top deck better than we can? Fistful of cards, 3 lands. We got 5 lands, no cards. Claw for 1, manual tap. That means they have at least 1 non-creature spell. That won't do it. We could be tricksy. We could try to not play it here for a second. Unfortunately, none of these are humans for the Stromkirk. Rockface Village. Yeah, I guess they're playing mono red. I guess you do get to play that then. A Braid, 3 damage. We cannot stop it. Game isn't over, but it's a tough position to be. We're flooding out, and they have potentially 4 playables in hand. Alright, Nemesis getting in there. I don't think we're blocking. I think we're eating it. I mean, we're looking for a good way to get from 11 to 0. It's another land. I mean, the Dragon Nova's coming down soon, too. Alright, 5 damage. And the level up, not looking good. Helix. With the 4/5 dragon on the way. So if they go land, attack, we actually don't lose yet. I guess that's it. I guess we just kill the claw here. Oh, we don't even get life back, actually. Oh, that sucks. Because we're already Nemesied, right? So, yeah, I mean, I don't think we're really going to win by not attacking, right? Like, just not an excellent draw on our side. If they go land, Hellkite, they just get it. I don't think there's any reason to play any differently. Let's hope they hit land. Yeah, so they hit for 7. That's it. All right, we take our first loss. If we get one more loss, then we're kicked out. We get nothing. We do not qualify. We have to try again. We have to do another hour. Okay. Okay. It's nothing without a little stakes, right? Okay. 5-1. 50% chance. 50-50. Let's not have to take the mulligan this time. Maybe we'll be on the play with between 2 and 3 lands. On the play with 2 lands, I think would be ideal. And then we could be done. Then we wouldn't have to do any more. Or we can go all night and keep trying. Alright, we'll read a comment or two if there's anything left. Nope, there's no new comments. It's just you and me. We're just hanging out, waiting for the guillotine to drop. Here's a long comment we can read. It's by the Bug House. I generally prefer playing or playing against control instead of aggro. Aggro decks are so boring. They just dump their hand ASAP and hope the opponent can answer in time. When the opponent draws their answers in time, they win. Otherwise, they lose. Those games are about as fun as flipping a coin. Control matchups, on the other hand, involve a lot of decisions that can impact the outcome. E.g., can I afford to commit more to the board if my opponent has a sweeper? Can I play a low-value spell to bait my opponent into wasting a counterspell? Can I make a play to get my opponent to tap on his turn so I'm get a bigger play on my own turn when he has tapped out? Honestly, I think aggro gets a lot of hate. I think all those points are valid, but there are some interesting aggro versus aggro matchups. Some are totally boring. Some are 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop win. But I don't know. Games where blocking is relevant gets more complicated. Ooh, it's a 1-lander on the draw. It's everything we didn't want in life. You could keep it with a noble and a shock, and then if you never hit that next land, you lose. Plus, we can't even cast the Helix. No, I don't think so. Sucks. Man, what's our best chance to win this game? I think it's to mulligan. If you never hit land, we just lose. 3-lander is a little bit much, but it's okay. I think you put back a land here, even though we could just curve into Nemesis. I think you still put back a land. Keep everything else. All in the draw. All right. It's Is It. I think we hold shock. They're not gonna have a better 2-drop, right? I'm actually gonna go ahead and look at the list. This is worth not effing up, right? Is it prowess? What else would they have? The Draconautics Engineer we could zap on too. They could torch. They probably don't have a counter spell. I think we just hold actually, I don't even know if we hold shock for this. I think we actually deploy our stuff. They might do nothing on 2. I think it's actually the better play. I think we want to develop our board. Soul Cauldron immediately. All right, well, let's just go turn 3 VV. Now we really want to hold open mana here, right? Definitely want to hold open mana. No tapping out, for sure. All right, we hold shock and burst lightning. 3rd land, untapped. It is the big discard. We can't actually... I mean, we could kill it, actually. We could burn both removal spells here. Oh, this sucks. I guess we can wait for the trigger to go on the stack, right? To see what they discard. But this does suck because... Oh, they don't have a VV. Okay, great. Great, great, great. Alright, so then we just shock... Shock the Mako now is fine. We don't have to burn both on the Light Shatter. That many, yeah, okay. Do nothing. All right, play in defensively. I think you just throw the Nemesis in there. If you go Challenger, you can attack with both in 2 for 1. The Light Shatter, which is maybe not that good. Okay, take the trade. Can make it a 4/4. We still trade. Scholar, another draw discard. If they bin VV, we probably just lose. We're getting to that point. You just hope they don't have the nuts. It's a Riddler. It's a tap land. All right, game goes on here. It's pretty huge. They can, of course, make it a 3/3, so we want to see if they do that, I guess. Let's see where they want to block. To make it a 3/3, we can give it indestructible. We could also just take the double strike. I guess they do nothing here. I think we have to hold the burst lightning still to threaten the Alright, they do go for it. We'll go ahead and zap the creature. Still no VV around. They could run 3 torches and 2 abrades for removal. It's a 5-drop. It's a 4/6 dragon. It's a 5/6 with the cauldron. So double strike trades with it, right? Rough, rough, rough. We could see if we hit anything else before combat. It would have to be a shelter off the top. If we don't, we hit for 6. I think we do this before combat to see if we can hit anything else. If they don't trade, I think it's even better for us. Nothing. We can't even trade. It's gonna have 7 toughness. That sucks. It's a 7 toughness creature. Okay, discard another card. It's pretty bad here. I don't think we win the game. I think we take the loss here. Another Riddler. 4 Riddlers in there. Yeah, I think that's it. I think we lose. It's very unlikely we come back here. Unless we top deck Shelter into something else. I think that's really the only way. No VV. But doesn't need it to win. It's a land off the top. Doesn't do it. Okay, no attacks. Well, that's too bad. That is too bad, man. That is too bad. Oh, man. Too bad. Too bad. Did not get there. Probably made a tiny bit of misplay with the throwing away the Hired Claw, but I don't think it's going to change the outcome of the game. Nah, there's no way we get back from this. Again, we could still shelter into something crazy, but they hit for 10 here if they want to. 13 with 1 blocker back. No, that's game. That's game for sure. Yeah, I mean we can block, but all right, we lose. We go 5-2, and now we have to run it back again. Just fucking lovely. Oh, man. Boy. Alright, well, we'll collect our gems. Then the question is to run back the same deck, which obviously has been pretty effective. Or we could switch it up with, like, Dimir or something like that. Claim our sad prize. 6,000 gems. That's okay, but I'd rather take the W. Okay, we'll keep going. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.